Hi, everybody. This is Catherine Woodworth with Fairway Counseling. I wanted to make a few statements about sometimes it's really hard during this time because of all the new stuff going on and everybody kind of being in limbo. Um, it's easier to feel in limbo and that you're just waiting for the next shoe to drop if you're completely out of your schedule. Okay? If you can, with the kids being at home and with everybody having all their different schedules, seriously, the more you can have a set schedule, it doesn't have to be the same as school. And especially since the kids are going back after summer, you can go ahead and have a completely different schedule because people have completely different schedules on summer. And then, 2 weeks before school starts, then you want to kind of get back on the school schedule. But if you have some kind of a set schedule, okay, have it the same every week, okay? If you have, say, Monday and Wednesday are your main study days, Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Thursdays are your activity days, and Friday is a play day, okay, but set it up that way so the kids know what time they're supposed to be at the kitchen table or outside or what they're supposed to do. Give them some outside time, give them lunch time, keep them on that idea of you have so much time to do this stuff that you need to do, and it'll help them mentally feel as though they're back in school. Not completely, but it will help them feel closer. And if you want to set up a room as a classroom, you can set up your kitchen as a classroom. And you don't even have to have, like a ton of things or anything, but talk to your kids. When you think of school, what do you think of? Blah, blah, blah. See what they can tell you. If there's things that they tell you, like pencils and markers and whiteboards and lists and behavior colors, and if there's stuff that they tell you, see if you can get those things in the study area. So mentally, it makes you feel as though you're more in school. If they feel like mentally they're more in school, they're actually going to listen better and get more stuff done, because kids mostly act really good for other people and not so much for their parents. Okay? So that kind of helps that change in there. Also, think of a lot of different activities. Have everybody, I talked to one client today and I suggested everybody in the family think of 10 activities. You put one activity on a piece of paper, sticky note, something like that. One activity at a time, and then every day you go in there and you pick one or two of the piece of paper. That way somebody is always getting something that they want. And if you sit down when you're making the activity list and you say, okay, this isn't just about trying to have something to do, but it's also about learning to do something because you want to be with the other person. You're not always going to get to do what you want to do around people that you care about because you're all working together and trying, but everybody gets their turn, okay? Let them know that. So then when it comes down to a time when they don't get what they want and they're starting to have a meltdown, then they already know what's going to happen. They're going to have to go to bed early, or they're going to have to serve everybody dinner and drinks because that's a way for them to make up to everybody for having the meltdown and messing up the activity. If everybody does what they're supposed to do, then everybody votes on a best family member of the day, and then whoever that is gets in kind of like the king's chair, so to speak, and everybody brings them stuff, brings them their dinner, brings them their drinks. They can say, hey, so-and-so, go get me some water, or hey, so-and-so, I want this on TV. If you want to have it, they get to control the remote. Whatever you put the rules as can also be kind of a consequence of not doing it. Okay? So again, consequences can be good, they can be bad. There's always consequences. Parents, you're very used to having your specific time. The kids are at school. you guys are at work, you're focusing on your different things, and that's work whether you're at home work or you're at work. Doesn't really matter. It's all work. You have that time that you have to yourself. You have that time that you have your specific expectations. So if there's any way, you're not going to be able to get as much time like that as you normally would because everybody's home. But as much time as you can get like that, the better. Say in the morning time, you know, while the kids are at the kitchen table doing their classwork, okay? You can be outside on the hammock taking a break. Come back in, everybody eat lunch together. Then the kids go outside to play for the afternoon, and you go inside and kind of kick back and watch a TV show. Now, granted, it's not that simple, but those are general ideas for you to be able to fix into your day, okay? Creating your day. If you're just waiting for the shoe to drop, your anxiety is still going to be there, your anxiety is still going to build, your insecurity is going to build, your grumpiness is going to build, your all kinds of stuff is going to build that are negative. But if you just see this is your work day, this is your school day, this is how this week goes. And then Saturday and Sunday, again, are your weekends, just like they would be if they were in school. And then you get to play. You know, maybe you drive around and do I Spy. You don't have to be on vacation to do I Spy. Maybe you go and see different parks. You know, are there people at the parks? Are they doing the social distancing? Is there a place you can park next to the lake and actually look at the lake? Is there a place that you can, you know, if you stop at a place, how many letters do you see formed in the trees? All kinds of different stuff you can do. But it's whatever your family, as a family, decides. Now, of course, the parents decide the schedule. Okay? But you get the idea. It doesn't have to be so bad. Okay? So, get with each other, talk together, have fun with each other. Redefine what your life is right now and go for it. Do that. Okay? It doesn't have to be the same as Jones's down the street or your neighbors or whatever. It's whatever your family decides. Okay? Again, as long as you're not hurting somebody physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, as long as you're not hurting anybody, the adults who make the rules of the house are the ones that make the rules of the house. They get to veto, but everybody in the family gets to have a say. Because it's family. Not dictator, but family. Okay? So really try and see how much you can do where everybody's working together and talking and learning and having fun. And I know it sounds so much simpler than it actually is. I'm not trying to say it's easy as just that. But the more that you try to do it, the easier it will get sooner. Okay? So be a family, have fun, all that kind of good stuff. So be you, be safe, and have a lot of fun, guys. Okay? All right. Bye.